Success is not something you pursue. It's something you attract by the person you become. Think of Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, or Jeff Bezos. Visionaries who didn't just chase success, they cultivated it from within. And yet, why do so many of us struggle, even when the path seems clear? Today we're about to uncover a simple truth through a story that will inspire you, teach you powerful life lessons, and even introduce a few new words to enrich your English. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear could change how you see yourself and what you're capable of. Once, in a quiet and peaceful town, there lived a young boy named David. David was 12 years old, full of energy, and had an unshakable love for soccer. Almost every day, he would rush to the local field, practicing his skills with a determination that made him the star of every informal game. Yet one afternoon, he came home from school looking unusually troubled. He slumped onto the couch, stared at his math book, and sighed deeply. His father, noticing his son's unusual mood, approached and asked gently, "David, what's bothering you?" David explained that he had received a poor grade in math. But it wasn't just the grade, it was that his best friend, Matt, always seemed to excel effortlessly, while David struggled no matter how hard he tried. Seeing the disappointment in his son's eyes, David's father poured him a glass of water and led him outside to their tranquil backyard, where the shade of old trees created a calm, contemplative atmosphere. "David," his father began, "today I want you to learn 3 lessons that will guide you for the rest of your life." David's curiosity was piqued. "What lessons, Dad?" His father smiled warmly. "You will learn them one by one through small challenges." The first lesson was simple yet profound. David was to invite Matt to play soccer with him the next day. And so, under a bright, welcoming sky, David and Matt met on the field. David dominated the game, scoring 3 goals, while Matt struggled to keep up. But the fun and laughter they shared transcended any competition. Later, as David recounted the game to his father said, "Look at this, David. Matt may not be skilled at soccer, but he excels in math. And just like you, his strengths are different from yours. We all have unique talents and passions, and that's perfectly okay." David felt a wave of understanding. Success, he realized, wasn't about being good at everything. It was about recognizing your own strengths and developing them. For the second lesson, his father asked David to observe Matt at school and notice how often he engaged with numbers. The next day, David watched as Matt counted coins, solved problems, and even calculated the petals on a flower during recess. When David shared his observations, his father nodded approvingly. "This is why Matt excels in math," his father explained. "He enjoys it, and he practices regularly. Improvement comes from consistent effort, even if it's just small steps every day, just like you do with soccer, David." David began to understand something profound. Mastery wasn't a magical gift. It was the result of persistence and dedication. Finally, for the third lesson, David's father asked him to study math 3 times harder the next day. David plunged into his studies with determination, pushing himself beyond his comfort zone. Hours passed, his head throbbed, and exhaustion eventually overtook him. When he admitted to his father that he had failed to complete the challenge, his father offered a gentle but powerful insight. "David, this is what happens when you try to master something you don't yet love. Discipline and consistency feel heavy. But when you engage with something you love, or learn to love it, dedication becomes joyful, almost effortless. To become an expert, either follow your passion or learn to fall in love with what you're studying." David felt admiration and clarity. He realized that success was not a distant goal, it was cultivated through understanding his own strengths, practicing persistently, and embracing what he loved. And so, through soccer, observation, and a little perseverance, David learned 3 invaluable lessons. Appreciate your unique strengths, practice consistently, and cultivate a love for learning. These are the keys to personal growth, mastery, and lasting success. Today, we also learn some new words: triumphantly, vibrant, generously, and startled. Using words like these in your sentences can make your English richer and more expressive, just as building your strengths makes you more capable in life. Remember, what you think about, you become. Your mindset shapes your reality, and your daily choices build the life you desire. Embrace your talents, practice with dedication, and nurture your passions. If this story inspired you, take a moment to like, share, and comment below. Tell us what lesson resonated most with you. And don't forget to subscribe for more motivational stories that help you grow, learn, and discover the power of language and life combined. Keep listening, keep learning, and keep becoming the best version of yourself.